Today, I'm gonna make another game in 1 hour. I got my Godot project behind me. It's a fun thing. It doesn't have to be a perfect game. It's just about learning and seeing what you can come up with in this ridiculous time frame. Actually, last week, I made this game about walls closing in. Yeah, it didn't turn out exactly like I wanted, but that's okay. I'm gonna take the lessons that I learned from that, which was I need to make sure I have my idea completely fleshed out. The walls close, but then like nothing happens. How do you win? How do you lose? I don't know. I ran out of time. So that's something to think about for today's topic. By the way, what is today's topic? I'm gonna go see what we came up with. Yeah, so actually this is the live stream. It just happened. This is actually in the past, but people in the chat made some suggestions. Let's see. Well, that's me talking. Let's see what we landed on for the topic for today, and it was workplace hazard. Oh, I kinda like workplace hazard. Okay, I'm gonna pull up MS Paint, see if I can figure out what that is. What is a okay? Well, I mean, I guess if it's a hazard, if it isn't hazardous, that's good. Are we working? Are we the people who are currently working? Entries are not going to be safe for work this week. You know what I love about this theme is it has an artistic implication. I mean, the first thing I think about is like construction workers. This is a construction helmet. That's it. That's my idea. Okay. And then this is actually kind of exciting, right? So like there's a person who's got, just trust me, that's what that is. So if they are not experiencing a hazard, what would that look like? Like a crane, maybe like walking under things? Now I gotta think about how you win or lose. I'm gonna say there's like cranes around or something. Like we're gonna keep this really simple. There's gonna be cranes, and these cranes, this is a crane, they're going to, is this what they look like? They're gonna have stuff on them, right? And those things might fall on your head or whatever. So like there's a thing. And maybe there's like a timer on it, which is kind of maybe not exciting. 30, right? It's like counting down or whatever. Not the most exciting thing, because then you like kind of know what's happening. And then the idea is you have to like maybe it's not, maybe there isn't a timer. What if it's like there's like clues you have to look out for and you got to run across before things fall on top of you? And then yes, it's gonna be a racing type game. I do a lot of those, but I think it might work out for me. Okay, all right, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. I think that's what it is. By the way, guys, I don't know if you know this, but there's some links in the description box, and I want to tell you about them. It's a way you can support this game jam. It's a huge, awesome way you can help this game jam thrive, is by going to the Humble Bundle links in the description box. Humble Bundle is a way you can get goodies, game dev goodies, in fact, like this awesome audio arcade collection. In this collection, you're gonna find some awesome stuff, environmental sounds, background music. Let's try out some of this. Let's look at this electronic music pack. I bet this electronic music pack is, oh, trippy. What the what? Wow, I just blew out your ears, but you know what? You can not make it blow someone's ears out, so that's something to think about. Yeah, there's a cool stuff in here, and it also comes with plugins, whether you're using Unreal Engine, Unity, or Godot. Even they got a Roblox music plugin, so you can get all of these royalty-free sound effects and musics to be in your game. If you guys want to support Hyper Game Dev, here's the way you can do it. Come scroll down and hit adjust donation. And when you get down here and you go to custom amount, look at all this love. You can give all that love to Hyper Game Dev. Thank you if you're willing to do that. Give a little to Children's Miracle Network, but remember to support Hyper Game Dev a little extra. I really appreciate it if you're willing to do that. And remember, there's a lot of stuff in here. There's all kinds of different stuff. There's assets, there's tools, Roblox stuff. What do you like to do in game dev? Go check it out. See what you think. Links are in the description box. Thank you guys so much for supporting this channel. I appreciate you. That's enough of that. Let me get back to my jam entry because, well, Well, because how much time do I have? Am I running out of time? 53 minutes. Okay, I'm going to set my timer to be a little bit less than 53 minutes, so that way I'm surprised when I didn't realize I set my timer to be less. You would think I would anticipate that, but I actually never do. Okay, 50 minutes. I'm adding 50 minutes to my clock. I do have an idea. My workplace hazard idea is that there are going to be cranes with things on it, and you have to run underneath and get to the end of the workday or whatever. Yeah, it would make it cool if it was like daytime to nighttime. I can't do all that. I'm gonna use some pre-made things to get myself through this because it's really hard not to. I'm gonna grab my previous player character setup. Hopefully it's good for this. Let's paste it on in. And then I'm gonna get a ground, and I'm gonna get an environment. Again, these are things I've made before. And then I'm gonna get a finish line. Okay, just some stuff to help make this a little bit more doable for me. Cool. Thank you, Radoslav. I appreciate it. I feel optimistic today. So just even with all these things, we could be already looking at something that works. I need to make sure I set this as my main game running scene project situation. Workplace hazard. There's the scene. Okay. So now I should be able to test this, and it shouldn't be much. There, that's what we got. So these are what I'm working with ahead of time right now. I've already made this little player character that lets me move back and forth. It doesn't even a camera or anything. We just walk forward. I mean, I guess it's probably better if I keep it that way. Oh, I need to add a UI in there so that when the game ends, the player can restart the game. That's always a generous thing. And then all I gotta add... Oh, we got score and stuff. I don't think I want to worry about score or anything. Maybe time could be like a nice little race. I love doing the race games in these jams. So we're gonna say timer for racing. We're gonna say the timer starts at 0. Oh, that would be fun if it was rolling. Oh, I kind of wish. I want the timer to count up. So just some little pre-made things in there to make it a bit easier for me. I don't know if I want to go. I kind of want to do like side scroller. Do I have side scroller like ready to go? I think I have side scroller controls. I do. Okay, sweet. I just have to move the camera. Oh, tell me I left a side scrolling camera in there. Oh, I hope I did. I did. Oh, yes. See, these basically all of this is the cumulative effort of the many jams that I've done over these streams, and so they help me. They build on each other, and they help me. Now we got a side scroller. They are not presets in Godot. I've made these in these jams, and then some of this stuff the community actually helped me put together. I did a couple live streams where we just worked on the template and we built things like the timer and how it works and stuff like that. But a lot of it I've added in every game jam. You can actually get all of this if you want. There's a link in the description box to the GitHub repo. It's a community thing if you're interested. But, you know, it's not very well organized, so keep that in mind. Okay, cool, great. So now we just need stuff that comes down on top of you. Now, obviously, this isn't much of a construction worker, so why don't I make this much of a construction worker? I do have, like, a little person. I don't love the person. Yeah, I guess I wouldn't call it a cheat sheet. You know, someone came through here the other day, and they referred to it as a spell book. And I like that, because it's well within the rules of this game jam to use things that have been made before. So I don't see it as cheating, but yeah, it is kind of like a cheat sheet. That is kind of like what it is. Plus, if you think about it, you know, everything that I've ever made helps me in these jams. You know, I would always go back through old code. The internet is a cheat sheet. YouTube tutorials is a cheat sheet. Without cheat sheets, we would be nowhere. Okay, so I'm gonna... Is this character big? It looks very small. It looks It's minuscule. It's such a tiny little person. We don't have a big version of this person, do we? Okay. Yeah, we could probably just scale it. I think we'll be safe if I just scale it. Oh, and then if we keep it about the same size, that would be better. That's our little person. I don't want them to be blue. It tends to get a little weird if I change the color, though. It gets a little weird. Let's make, I mean, that's the other problem with this little character is it's like it's naked. I don't have any clothes on this character. So that's just kind of the way it is. There it is. There's our little naked character. The witching hour encoding. Yes, exactly. I think it's such a fun way to think about it. All right, this is the best that I can do. I could, you know, I could like duplicate this. And I wonder if I'm trying to like fake clothes. And what if this isn't gonna work because it's all one mesh. The head is on one singular mesh. So this is definitely not gonna work. Like you're imagining at least. What I would need is to be able to cut off that part, you know? That would be ideal. Is if I could just lop off the head. Do I really feel like doing that though? I really don't. I really don't. So never mind. It's just gonna be naked. But you know what we are gonna add in there is a helmet. I'm gonna make a helmet. So it's like a construction worker. You know what? Screw that. Hold on. What am I doing? Dude, I'm just gonna get some like royalty-free thing. Right? Like, why not? I'm just gonna hop into like Canva or something and just make some, yeah, we're not gonna do all that. No. I mean, look, that would be nice if I like ahead of time had like planned that kind of thing out, but no, we don't have that. So that's not gonna happen. Let's do, let's just make, okay, so here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna find a royalty-free image here. Yeah, right, the naked person is the workplace hazard. Game finished. Okay, we're gonna get a nice little thing here. Now, I do want it to be from the side. That's gonna be a little tough to find exactly that. It's probably gonna be facing forward using these. Oh, I said construction workplace. Construction worker. But from the side. This is about the closest I've gotten. It's not facing the right direction, and that really bothers me. Oh, got one! Let's go. Let's freaking go. Okay, we got a construction worker here. Bam. Done. Stock imagery utilized. It's up to you. Interpret it however you like. It is not required for it to be much other than a subtle reference to the theme. Okay, so I'm gonna download this image right here. 20 minutes. I mean, I'm actually 10 minutes in. Drag it in. I think we need, so if I actually need like a block, let's add just like a regular block in here. Or a box, as it were. And then just slap this. There we go. Whew. That took some time. That took some effort right there. Now, where is it? Is it on here? That's where it is. Let's see if I can adjust its appearance just a little bit. I'm spending a lot of time on this theme. Now I want it to have what? It's realistic. Can't you tell how realistic it is? Yeah, and I don't even think we can get transparency on this either, because it's gonna be on itch, which itch doesn't do transparency, so it's just gonna have like that black on it, which is just the reality. It's just the reality. Can we like scale it so it just looks like better or something, or offset it? Oh, you know what you should do? You stretch this out. Oh man, I don't think we're gonna get the whole body on there. Oh wait, there we go. There we go. There we go. There's our construction worker. Realism achieved. Done. Done. Perfection. Let's see what it looks like. Alright, so you can see the box on the top, unfortunately, which makes it look quite incorrect. That's the only problem with doing it this way. A plane would be much better, so I'm actually going to burn this down and we're gonna change it to a plane, because that makes more sense. Nice, almost nice. I usually don't like focusing on the artistic aspects. Now you can see why. Because these are the solutions that I come up with. Okay. And now that it looks considerably worse in every way, let's fix it. Make this... Oh, wait. Oh. This is gonna be tricky. We want to make the scale bigger. There we go. We're back in business. We're back in business. Okay, and now it's not gonna have the one on top. Okay, good. Much better, much better. And make sure we're above the ground. Now I only need to use the last 30 minutes to make my game. Now, I'm gonna actually test this on itch just to prove out the reality that it's going to have a thing around it. What's up, Robin? Carrying your colleague on top of your head seems like a hazard. I mean, you guys are making excellent points that, like, really, I could just phone this in right now and we'll be done. Your engine is still loading? What engine did you choose? I know you didn't choose Godot. Oh my goodness, how brave of you. In resources, I'm gonna be so glad I did this ahead of time. I need to, the only concern is if I use assets that I haven't checked on here, but let's just hope that's not gonna happen. We wanna come down to workplace hazard, that's what we're exporting, and then we're gonna go get the folder, workplace hazard. I like to create a new folder, export, save it. Oh, you're using Unreal, oh no, oh no, oh man. Honestly, you know, if you can come up with something quickly though, like you might be all right. Did you find a way to be, I guess you found a way to be able to add it to an HTML version. I know, because I know Unreal is like what you prefer to use of all the engines. So that's exciting. All right, I'm gonna test this out. This is a mistake that I made last time, is I didn't try it out on Edge. Not last time, a couple times ago. Basically any time, I usually forget to test it on itch ahead of time, even though I've barely got a game. I want to at least prove out that we are not going to get, oops, I just uploaded an image. We are not going to get to enjoy the transparency. I can actually think of a way around it. If I make the background the same color as the ground, it'll kind of work. I mean, look, I think that that happens in game jammery, is realizing you have to make a pivot. Sometimes it'd be like that though. All right, so I need to say that this is not a downloadable game. It is HTML. This is a very nice stuff to do ahead of time. Full screen button. I'm gonna say, get out of work safely. I'm just gonna call it, we're gonna give it a name and everything. Honestly, you're brave for trying Unreal. The only times I did Unreal for this jam, I made sure I had it loaded ahead of time, but that's not always easy to plan for. Oh my gosh, the transparency is working. Wow, beautiful. I love to see it. All right, we are in good shape. I don't know what's going on in the background there, but sweet, dope. Yo, that makes me happy. Okay, cool, great. That motivated me somehow. You better hurry up though. I'm gonna actually bring the camera in a bit so we can appreciate what I've done here with this character. Spent so much time putting this character together. I might as well get to actually see the thing. Okay, now that ground is not really giving workplace ground, you know? What would a construction ground? Probably like gray. Probably gray would be the ground in a construction site. I want to change the lighting as well. I feel like we're not getting a good look at our character here. So let me just, I guess I could do it down here. Let's rotate that. I don't know if it's actually gonna help. Probably if I want the lighting to be better on the character, I'm gonna need to adjust some of this stuff. Don't make it emissive. You could do rim. It's glowing. It's glowing naturally. Okay. Alright, looks a little better. Okay, alright. Here I go for real. So I need to make some actual hazards. Let's make a crane. Oh, I'm in so much danger. And this is going to have to happen like over time. You guys, what have I done? Why have I waited this long? What is a crane gonna look like? 30 minutes to do these mechanics. 30 minutes to do these mechanics. It's a bit different than roughness. It's like kind of like emission. You switch to Godot? Oh, I'm sorry. Next time, make sure you have it booted up ahead of time. That's what allowed me to use Unreal when I did it. But that's not always easy to anticipate. Yes, good for you. Okay. I'm not saying this is what cranes look like. I'm saying this is what these cranes are gonna look like. And that's just gonna have to be good enough. Let's push them back a bit. Looks like I have a pretty big snap size. Let's bring that down so it doesn't push back quite so far. Sure, that's fine. Okay. Push it back. Let's make it a little bigger. And then we're gonna make a duplicate of this. And let's rotate that. And that's gonna be our crane. These are polygons. Okay, let's shrink this down. Oh, I gotta make it unique. Otherwise, they both will have that applied to them. You gotta think as simple as possible for these jams. Cannot be getting fancy. Okay, but I hear you. That would be awesome if it did have all those extra polygons. What I do want to keep similar between them is their material. Yeah, I mean that's a cool idea. I definitely don't have time to do it, but I like that idea. Okay, so let's copy this. Paste that in here. So they have the same things. There's our crane. Crane created. Now from these cranes, I want something to fall. Oh, the crane is too high. It's out of view of the camera. Got it. Understood. Let's shrink it down a bit. Probably the easiest way, first of all, let me make a node that they can be contained in. Drop them in there. And then... what? Oh, the node is way over there. Boo. Let me actually reset some of their positions so they go to the center of the level. So we're going to put this at 0. We're going to put this at 0. And this one, I'm also going to put this at 0. Again, I want these to be at the origin of the node that I created. Otherwise, I'm asking for danger. Okay, push that forward. And now, what I'm gonna do, push that back, and then we're gonna bring this down. Okay, there's not gonna be a lot else going on in this scene. There's our cranes, okay? Now I kind of want the shadow, I actually want the light to be right above. So that way the shadow isn't in some confusing place. The shadow can actually be helpful to the player here, right? We should embrace that. Okay. Cool. Good. Great. Awesome. Now, how's the player going to determine what we're doing? I'm not sure. Your AC unit broke while you were gone? Oh no, that can happen? I didn't know that could happen, that they just like break, especially if you weren't using it. My gosh, horrifying. Especially now, I mean, we're in such a heat wave. My gosh, everywhere. We don't really need jumping. I'm gonna turn off jumping. Yeah, I think jumping, did I set up an easy way to turn off jumping? I don't think I did. I should do that. At export variable jumping, we'll say that it's true by default. And then right here's the jump and jumping. So if there's no jumping, this won't do anything. Simple as that. Uncheck jumping, no more jumping. You ordered another. A couple of days. That sucks. Like, my gosh, get you some ice packs. Take care. Okay, no more jumping is here. Hope you survive. All right, so speaking of survival, we need this character to not, well, potentially not be able to survive. And for that, I'm gonna need to put something inside of that. I'm gonna say crane. I'm gonna make a new node in here. I'm gonna call it just a node 3D. And I'm gonna call it crane meshes. Put those in there. And then I need to make something that's gonna fall and hurt the player. I think I should do like a spawn, so I've made some different spawns. We have spawn damaging, probably want that. Oh, but didn't I make one that physics? I made a spawn, I did make a spawn with physics. Let me see what that's like. So I think that this will fall. It's pretty much just a rigid body. And then I just have to configure it. Again, these are just things that I've made before in the past. You'll be fine. You bought like 10 fans, got a homemade tornado in the house. Nice. Yeah, might do some physics stuff. Okay, so this should damage. We'll see. There it goes. Dead. Bam. Death. Again, these are just things that I've made over the course of these jams and with the help of the community. There you go. Easy as that. So technically, you do collide with it, like physically, but not much. Let me make sure it's fair. I don't know if my collision is set up well. Yeah, that's pretty good. Honestly, how is the collision set up so well? It just is. So now I just need this to be more of an alert to the player. So how's the player going to know that this thing is at risk of falling, right? Because I don't want it to just fall on them without some kind of warning. That's not fun. And you know what would be even more fun is if they had different like timing, like what sets them off to be ready to fall. I am not yet sure. Add a cube as a crate and randomize it. Oh yeah, I guess a cube does make more sense. Yeah, I should probably make it a cube. I guess I was thinking like a wrecking ball or something, but a crate kind of works. We could do a crate. I could do that. See, now you're thinking like an artist, and that's beautiful. Art is beautiful. You know why I'm not gonna make it a box, Radoslav, is because it's already a sphere and we already have the sphere collision. That's why we're not gonna make it that. Because I have to be lazy. Yeah, it all makes sense. Okay. So what I think the tough thing is like if it's like a race, you know, that's kind of boring. I almost want to add like a way to get like points or something, you know? The other thing is it's like, you know, it hurts you if it already fell on the ground, which feels a little annoying, because then you can't get past it. We need to put jump back in immediately. We gotta put jump back in, because if it falls and it hits you while you're walking, you know, that's not fair. We should lower the jump amount, however, considerably. And so maybe we could put like collectibles in there. Like you have to collect work safety pamphlets. I don't know. Materials for building materials. I'm gonna turn the speed way down as well. What do you need to collect as a construction worker? I guess workplace pamphlets. Workplace pamphlets. Points for evasion / passing through obstacles. You need more obstacles in your map. Well, yeah. I'm gonna move the time. I don't know if there is really a good place for the time, truth be told. Really, I would need to move the camera a little bit. It's all just kind of in the way, honestly. Let's adjust the camera a bit. I'm doing a lot of like designing stuff here. Hey Gecko, thank you for the well wish. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well too. Yeah, I'm just doing this game jam, kind of taking my time, kind of taking it easy, not worrying too much. Let's bring this camera down and out, not that way, and out a bit. I think that would be good. Make it spin around kind of like hopscotch. What spins around? Oh, this? Whoa. Whoa. That's a really cool idea. I actually really like that. Wow. Interesting. Because that could also tell the player like how long it's going to be until then. You don't know what's up with the YouTube algo, but it was trying to recommend an upcoming members-only stream instead of the stream that is live now. You know, YouTube, they base their notifications on user behavior. And then I'm not saying that they do a good job of it, but basically they try to figure out, okay, what is this person likely to click on? When are they likely to see it and then click on it? And then they base when they send out notifications on that. So it's not to say they're doing a great job, but that's the idea. Yeah, make it challenging. I think what I'm thinking is like that's how you know how long you have before it's going to drop. So whenever it comes around, it drops. That's what I'm thinking. Let me pull it back just a bit more. The thing is I need to now make that time. I think we can. I think I can do this. I mean, I don't have a lot of time to do it. So then what I want to say is that this actually isn't going to have the physics on yet. So this is where this is going to get a little complicated. is where it's going to get a little complicated, because I need to be able to turn the physics on and off, right? So right now, I don't even know how to do that. How do you even do that? I mean, probably the easiest thing would be to put a surface underneath, but that feels like that has some risks to it. Forces, linear velocity, deactivation, sleeping. What if I say it's sleeping, and then maybe I can turn off its sleep all of a sudden? Oh, that didn't work. That didn't work at all. Maybe freeze? Freeze sounds like that would be useful. Let's see. Yes, and then if we unfreeze it, then it falls. Okay, all right, so I need to somehow access this property. I have no idea how to access this property. I'm terrified right now. Okay, guys, I'm in danger. I'm probably gonna like tune out everything because I'm in a lot of danger. We wanna say freeze. Rigid body, 3D, freeze mode. Freeze, set freeze enabled value. Freeze mode, set freeze mode. The body's freeze mode can be used to set the body's behavior when free. I don't care about that. So I wanna say freeze mode default 0. Okay, we don't care about that. Set freeze enabled, true or false. So right there, I gotta get her done. I gotta get her done. I'm in a bit of danger because it's only 15 minutes left, and you know, I'm gonna start coding, so I'm scared. I'm scared. Really, really, it's less danger and it's fear. I'm in fear. All right, so I need to add a script to my crane, and this script, I'm just gonna have it. We're just gonna say in the ready function. We're just gonna try to unfreeze it in the ready function, okay? So let me first say this, which is on ready variable ball, and then we're gonna set that to this, and then we want to say ball. The Terminator is coming in 15 minutes, in 14 minutes, yeah. Ball. Can I just say freeze? How do I even act? We want to say set. What was it? Set freeze enabled. Set freeze enabled. What a strange. That's fine. It's not that strange. True. Okay, so what I want to see here is that it starts falling. It didn't. But we also didn't get an error, which is surprising and concerning. Oh, right. We want to say false. Duh. That's why it's so confusing. It says enabled. Okay, great. Beautiful. Okay, cool. So that's falling. Good. Excellent. Now that's not when I want that to happen. I want that to happen after a certain amount of time, but I want that time to be randomized. How am I gonna do that? I need to randomly, let me search all the files that we have here. We did this just gives me a random between, this is not what I need. I need to get a random integer between two numbers, right? Random integer range. We'll say between 0 and, I don't know, 6. I also needed to start. I'm in danger. I'm in a lot of danger. I'm in a huge amount of danger right now. From 2. Like, I don't think I'm gonna finish it in time. I took too long. I probably want this to be on the ready function. So we're gonna say variable, or we'll do it up here. Variable length equals 0, and then we're gonna say length equals random integer 0, not 0, but like we'll say 2 to 11 or something. Too many arguments? Oh, 2, 0. Unfreeze at a random time, then destroy the ball at a certain point to spawn. Something like that. Too many arguments. Oh, random integer range is what I wanted. Okay, and then I need a timer. So I actually have made something kind of similar. Thanks, Patrick. Thank you. Appreciate it. What was that? Was it like the block that destroys droppable block? Is this the one? I made another block once. Yeah, this one has a number on it. Right, so I have to make a timer. I have to make a timer. And we want to say on timeout, that's what happens right there. That's pretty much all we need to do. So I'm gonna add a timer in there. Come back to this. Put this in the ready function. Don't use process. Don't need it. Instead of queue free, we want to say set the ball freeze enabled false, so that way it drops. And then I need to create a timer in here, of course. This is a one shot. And then the length of time of the timer we want to put in there as well. So I would want to say, well, that's going to be tough. How are you going to set that random timer? I think I have to, wait, how do I even do that? I think, because I can start the timer, but that's not necessarily setting the time of the timer. Wait time, is that it? The wait time in seconds. Set wait time value. I think that might be it. I think that might be it. Good job, S. Let's go. Yes. I love it. Welcome. Glad you made it through. I know it's late for you. So I would want to say timer set wait time to length. I don't know if that's going to work. I really don't. And then we need that timer to start. It should auto start. I don't know if this is gonna work. Really, I just would want to see that fall any second now. Concerning. What if we just say range between? There's a lot of points of error here, or a lot of places where things could go wrong. A lot of places. Print length. Show me what that number is at the beginning. You just pass a number into start. Right, but that's the thing, is where am I starting it? It's like I have to tell it to, I guess I could just start it right up here. You're right, instead of auto start. Timer start. I guess the reason why I was thinking that is because I'm not like starting it here. Yeah, that's why I wasn't doing it. But you know what, you're right, that makes the most sense. Okay, I'll do that. Cool. Because and you know what? I'll even set it to not auto start. Wait, did that work? Or is it because I pressed auto start? I bet it's because I pressed auto start. Don't press auto start. Nice, it dropped. Okay, cool. So then I'll set this to, we don't need it to be quite such a long time. 2 to 6. So it could either happen pretty quickly or not so quick. I think we need less time than that. What if I even do 0.5? What do you think about that? So it drops on the player. Yeah, it drops on the player, but also like you have to jump over it too. It'll hurt you if you run into it. So it's kind of like you don't know if it's going to be in the air or on the ground. I'd love to see like a short one. It just seems to always be the same length. It probably isn't. Let me say print length. Whenever this happens, I'm just curious what it says when it times out, what length it says. This is a lot of testing without a lot of time. That was a 4. That was a 4. This is definitely longer. That was a 6. That was definitely longer. It's just preferring longer. It's just preferring longer. That was a 6 again. What if I just say 0? So it could potentially... So here's the other thing, is like, when do I set this off? That's the other thing. So... And it was kind of my concern about this. There's some problems here, because otherwise they're all going to be firing. You're pretty much gonna get to the end every time right away. There's a lot of problems with this that I don't have time to figure out. Do you know what I'm saying? Like what I would love is that they don't start falling until after a while. Like maybe you cross a certain threshold and then they start falling. So like I'm definitely not gonna get to make the game I want to make here. And that just has to be okay. It's like if we go across, see, none of them even fell during that time. So they fell at different times. Okay, let's get the player. I kind of have to just iterate on this given the restraints that I have. Let's scooch this crane back further. Not what I could have hoped for, but it has to be good enough. No points. Nothing like that. 1 hour game jam. Sometimes it just has to be really stupid simple. Okay. So like you barely even it's like okay, here's the thing. What you should do too is not make it 6. Let's make it like 4. And then let's push the player back even further. We could also make the player slower. That would be another way to have some control over this timing. You know, one day I'm gonna figure out the perfect game jam, like strategy. Okay? One day I'm gonna figure out what things I need to focus on, how soon and how late, in order to get a game jam game done in an hour. Nice. At least that fell on my face. Let's get us a little closer. Obviously that sucks because you can't see what's in front of you. So it almost makes me want to add some like in the distance. Because it's context. This is the world we live in. There's cranes that are all over the place. This is spatial context. Now, what I should be doing is making these instances, but I'm panicking on time. Yeah. Why is that? To be fair, I mean, that's true. Yeah, absolutely. We're very unique here. Absolutely. But this is the only 1 hour game jam that I participate in, so it's the only one that matters. I just don't understand what is fair about that. Okay, so I'm actually gonna bring that time back up. Now I think they're a little too far apart. And then the other thing to keep in mind, Gecko, is that, you know, these can help with performance in other jams, because it's like a very micro experience of scope and, you know, assessing your abilities to get through, you know, putting a game together. Yeah, I want there to be a chance that you could get through them all. Oh, nice. It's starting to feel a little more something. Look, it's not the game that I wanted to make, you know? I mean, if I could potentially add in points. I don't think I do have time to add in points. I wish I did, but I don't think I do. But, you know, I do this game jam every single week, so it's important to me to have a good process and approach for doing this, and I'm gonna figure out the best way to do it. I am gonna figure that out one of these days, and when I do, I'll be doing these better than ever. Okay, so this at least adds some variety in there. It's pretty tame. It's pretty tame, and it's very luck based, right? Like you could just run your way to the end and you know, you just keep restarting the game until you get a perfect run, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, all you gotta do is head over to the link in the description, and here, I'll give you a link if you want it. The queue is right over here. Bam. Put it in the chat for you. Go down there, and the queue is in that stream. We're gonna jump out of this stream, and we're gonna go to that one after I'm done here. And then we're gonna check out everyone's entry. All right, I think this is as good as I'm gonna get. So I'm gonna export this as it is. Now, actually, I have a little more time than that timer says. I'm gonna get rid of that timer because I have a little more time. I have about 4 minutes left. Nice. Ooh, I gave myself a lot of extra time today. So this is actually the itch timer, you guys. So we do have time. This is a game. Oh, now this is a game. It's very kind of you. I know, I do feel pretty okay about it. There's more that I want out of it, but, you know, it's easier said than done. Avoid wrecking ball havoc. That's it. Let's get a picture for it and stuff. You know, all the nice things that we do. Why did that jump me in there? Why would you even do that? No. I don't even know what version got exported there. But that's not the right one. Don't you dare do that. I'd love to have added, like, points that you collect. I would have preferred that over timing stuff. But I just don't think I have time to do that as much as I wish I had time to. So let's just get what I can. There's 2.5 minutes left. Add in the cover image. It's getting to be a lot of files in that folder. Wrecking Ball Havoc. Good. Use left and right A/D or arrow keys to avoid the wrecking balls. That's it. That's the game. Made in 50 minutes. Okay, cool. Let's see if it works. Did I make it a game? Let's make sure it's public here. Unlisted, ideally, yes. Make sure it's public, check it out. See if it works. This is an important phase that I have to get through. Oh, I didn't update it. I forgot to actually update it. Let me do that. Oopsie. Upload the new files. We gotta go, dang, I navigated away from it. Jam scenes, workplace hazard, export, select all of these, compress to exports. This is why I don't have a lot of time if I want to add a new feature in there. If I was gonna add a new feature, I would need spawn collectible in here. And what I would do is I would put these collectibles right underneath. I put them like right here, right? The problem is my scoring is not set up right. It's just a last minute oopsies. So it collects, but as far as getting points goes, if I remember correctly, my points are not, they're doing stuff. They're up to things right now. I think it must be, it's this. No, it's not that. Where is it? I don't even know where it is. Add point. Spawn. Oh, it might be on the ground. Yeah, I don't know where it is. Okay, alright, 2 seconds. See, I don't have time. I don't have time, because I think the score is constantly counting up. Last minute is the most pressure. Mistakes can happen. That's true. It's very true. Okay, so I think I've got a thing submitted here. I did my best. All right, let's see. Let's see what happened. Let's see what happened. So I had 1 hour to make a workplace hazard game. That was our topic. Was workplace hazard. And my original plan for this is this beautiful work of art here, where we have cranes and a construction worker, and then there's things that fall on top of the construction worker, and you got to get through to the end. I wanted to add some like score, some like points and stuff. Well, here's what I managed to put together in that amount of time. Here's what I managed to put together. Now I haven't tested this version of it, so gosh, I really hope it works. Oh, this is kind of the wrong version though. Oh, this is the wrong version. I need to update it. I gotta update it. It's dropping you in at the top. Nobody deserves that. Nobody deserves that. Okay. Quick update. Quick fix. Quick fix here. We gotta quickly make a fix on it. What's up, Ariaki? All right. Oh, I still got a random collectible in there that does nothing. Oh man. Okay. Ninja edit. There's just gonna be that. That's just gonna be in there. Is that little collectible? It's just gonna chase after you, and that has to be acceptable. All right, guys. By the way, in terms of checking out all of your guys' stuff, I'm gonna put a link in the chat. All right, there's a link in the chat right now. Go there, and that's where we're gonna check out everybody's entries. You can join the queue. All right, join the queue, all that good stuff, and then after I check out my entry right now, we're then going to go there to see everyone's submissions. Okay, ninja editing my game real fast, real quick. All right. Here we go. I'm gonna run the game. See if it works. I do hope it does. I feel good. All right. That collectible does nothing. It just happens. I'm sure that's going to alarm everyone. So yeah, if you wait too long, all of the wrecking balls are already fallen. But if you hurry up, which I did make a racing game. Oh, that first one is such a troll. That was not my intention to have that on there, but there it is. That's it. That's my game. You know what? It's not bad. Oh, that first one! I keep trying to jump over it, but you don't actually have to. I was trying to add in points that you could collect, but I ran out of time before I could add points in, so that's just there. But yeah, the idea is there. These things fall on the construction worker or not. You're hired! You are! Because, well, not that time. I mean, look, if the wrecking ball falls on your head, I think you being hired doesn't really matter. Anyway, guys, there's a lot of other people who joined into this jam. If you guys want to check out all the awesome entries that came in, you should tap or click in the top right. That's if you're watching it after the live stream. Tap or click in the top right to see everybody's entries, and everybody, I will see you there. I'm going to play my game a little more too. If you want to see me play mine a little more too, I'll see you there. All right, let's go over there. Let's see.